If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
He's got weed. He had weed and a gun on him.
Okay. Do we know if he's wanted yet?
No, not yet. We're working on it. Please hand his body back. You can lay your phone right there for me.
You been arrested?
Hey, what's going on?
You are being arrested, sir. You are a convicted felon and you got 3 guns. One underneath your seat, one underneath your seat, one in the box, and one on top.
Them is.
All right, sir.
You locking me up
What?
for his gun.
Did y'all listen? This man right here did not tell on his friend one time, not 2 times, but 3 times. Check it out.
He's got weed. He had weed and a gun on him.
Okay. Do we know if he's wanted yet?
No, not yet. We're working on it. Please hand his body back. You can lay your phone right there for me.
You been arrested?
Hey, what's going on?
You are being arrested, sir. You are a convicted felon and you got 3 guns. One underneath your seat, one underneath your seat, one in the box, and one on top.
Them is.
All right, sir.
You locking me up
What?
for his gun.
Come on, man. And look, I don't want to hear no excuses or none of that. He ain't say nobody name though, hood educated. Maybe his friend told him to say that. No, look. Street rules is street rules. Civilian rules is civilian rules. In the street, you do not tell the police something that they don't know. The police understood that, hey, there's 3 guns in the car. That's already known. They did not know who guns they was, but they locking up everybody. But Offset, no, them ain't mine. Them his. Them his. Man, you locking me up for some guns that ain't even mine. You are a convicted felon. You ain't even supposed to be around no guns. Man, look, let me tell y'all something. When you convicted of a violent felony or a felony period, you can't even be around bullets. Being around ammunition can get you sent back to the penitentiary. Being around a gun where you can have access to it. The police said that the gun was under Offset's seat. You going to jail. You going to jail. Any convicted felon that's on here understand what I'm talking about. They know what I'm talking about. The law says that if the convicted felon is in the room where a gun is and he has access to that gun, meaning that at any point that he want to, he can walk over and grab that gun or easily know where the gun is at and get access to it, that's just like having possession of the gun. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? This is the law all throughout the United States of America. No. And to have one up under your seat, come on, bruh. Up under your seat. And then you can't act like you didn't know the guns was up in there, because as soon as the police said you got 3 guns in the car, what did Offset say? Them his. The police ain't know who guns they was. All it is 3 guns in the car. But Offset gave them that information that they needed. No, them ain't mine, bro. Them his. Told them people 3 times on his friend, hey, them his. I mean, come on, man. This right here is pathetic. Why? Because you have a lot of youngsters looking up to these guys who be talking all this gangster talk, all this tough talk. Y'all just heard him when he was into it with Nicki Minaj, husband. He talking about they'll get stepped on. He talking about they internet gangsters, and you know what I'm saying? He talking real tough. Talking about like what he gonna do to them. I'm talking about he gonna put this thing on them and all that. And yet and still, here it is, he telling the truth on his homeboy. Let me explain to y'all why I don't agree with this type of snitching, right? Let me say this, why I don't agree with this type of law enforcement cooperation. Civilians, people that pay their taxes, that are not in that street life, you can cooperate with the authorities all you want. High five. Yeah, okay, cool. Because you're not a part of that life. You law abiding. But the reason why I don't agree with criminals cooperating with authorities, because criminals have a code of conduct that says you never to cooperate with the police. Never. You ain't supposed to tell them things that they don't know. You ain't supposed to talk to them, period. You see what I'm saying? But here it is, we got these guys constantly talking. And the reason why they do all this talking is because of what? He don't want to go to jail. You know you a convicted felon. Soon as they find them guns, I don't want to go to jail, but you gonna throw your homeboy in jail. Disrespectful. Them ain't mine, them his. If the guns was legit, and if the homeboy wanted to let the authorities know that them was his guns, then leave that up to the homeboy to do that. The homeboy, if them guns was legit, the homeboy could have, hey, excuse me, officer. Y'all finna find 3 guns up in here. This is my car right here. All these guns in here is mine. Yeah, they all registered and everything, so we ain't got to go through that. But these are my guns. I legally own these guns. But even then, y'all, even then, if his homeboy legally owned them guns, Offset can't be around no guns like that where he can get access to. He can't do that. He a convicted felon. He can't be at the gun. Listen, a convicted felon, in order for a convicted felon not to get in any trouble, and he's somewhere where there's a gun, he is not supposed to know where the gun is. And the gun is supposed to be locked up in the case, secured, where he can't get access to the gun. Come on, man. Y'all, listen. Those that know what I'm talking about and know I ain't lying about this situation right here. And like I said, for him to put it on his homeboy shows the disrespect and the disloyal that he got for his homeboy. The betrayal that he's displaying for his homeboy. Look, I don't want to go to jail. Please don't put me in jail. But you can put this fool in jail right here. Let him miss his daughter, his birthdays, his Christmases, his grandmama, his mama, his wife. Yeah, let him go to the penitentiary and do some time. Not me, I'm Offset. Listen to what I'm telling you, young brothers. And you classic brothers. Get out the way of all that madness. Get out the way of all that madness, because it just continues to come out. All these guys, man, that's talking about they street guys and that they gang and all that old type of stuff, man, they ass is telling at the drop of a dime. They ain't even, look, this man ain't even let the police read him his rights. He started telling. Usually, they show and, they take the brother down there to the county jail and stuff like that. Sit him down, put the light on him and rough him up a little bit, talk crazy to him, threaten him, tell him we gonna give you 100,000 years, and then somebody break. All right, they ain't my guns. They my homeboy's guns. They ain't even had to do that with him. They ain't even read him his rights. It ain't mine. It almost sounded like he was about to start crying. Why? Because he don't want to go to jail. But you breaking the law. You do the crime, you do the time. I don't respect it. Why? Because when I was in them streets, bruh, I'm talking about, bruh, I ran them. I stuck to the G code. There's not a man or a woman on God's green earth or even out of space that can tell you that Hood Educated wrote a statement on them, that Hood Educated put a case on them, or anything like that. Nowhere. Because I played by the rules. And now that I'm outside of that lifestyle, Now that I don't engage and I can't stand that lifestyle, I despise that lifestyle because that shit is dumb and it's stupid. I'm playing by the civilian rules. Just the same way that I played by the G code. That's just how it is. Listen, let me tell you young brothers something. Do not be a flunky for somebody like Offset. Because in the neighborhoods all across America, drug dealers, gangbangers, big homies, and stuff like that will do this. They'll be riding around with illegal substances, illegal guns, and then as soon as they get knocked by the police, they expect the little shouty that's in the car to say, "These are my drugs. These are my guns." And you young brothers that's doing it, you do not understand that you are destroying your life by putting them felonies on your background. You are destroying your life. You making it hard for yourself. You do not understand the magnitude of a felony on your record until later on in life when you start trying to do things. So I want to warn you, brothers. Don't fall for that type of stuff right there. You hop in the car with the homies and they tell me, hey, if we get pulled over, since you ain't got no felonies, say it's yours. You hop right out the car. Nah, I don't need no felonies on my record just to save y'all. We all in this thing together, ain't we? We ganging. Why I gotta be the send off? Why I gotta be the one to go to jail and say that these guns or these drugs is mine? Don't fall for it. I'm telling you. And with Offset rapping all that gang stuff that he talking about, he being exposed right now. He being exposed. Now, let me tell y'all what's finna happen. He ain't gonna say nothing about this. Why? Because in this world that we live in right now, the mass majority of people that's in the streets, that's doing crime right now, is telling or they know somebody that's telling and they keeping their mouth closed about it. And being that the streets is so messed up like that now, let me tell you, brother, something. It is a waste of time. Do something productive with your time and energy because these streets do not love you at all. They can't wait to engulf you and put your ass in the penitentiary for the rest of your life. Or either in the graveyard. So, look, this lifestyle that they trying to sell to everybody, gang and your homeboys and all that, look at that. This is a prime example. That video is a prime example that all you young brothers and you classic brothers need to be looking at. Not in a million years, his homeboy thought that we gonna be riding and we get pulled over by the police, and that my homeboy Offset gonna tell the police that these are my guns. He never thought that. But it happened. And what is he gonna do? Being that he probably a real street ninja, he probably man, I can't even know Offset told on me. I can't tell on him, bro. That's just how it go, man. He out of pocket, though. Dumbest, I'm talking about street code life is the dumbest life ever. Get out the way and leave that life alone and do something fruitful with your time and energy. This hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.